Yes, beta. Let's start with the exercise given on page 11 of adverbs. We already had discussed about the definition and the meaning of the adverbs. Still, I'm going to read and then quickly you will complete the exercise. This is only for your vocabulary enrichment. Otherwise, it is not meant from the examination point of view. Okay? It's only for your vocabulary enrichment. Look at the exercise. Read this sentence taken from the story. They had once taken Tommy's teacher away for nearly a month because the history sector had blanked out completely. The word complete is an adjective. When you add ly to it, it becomes an adverb. Find the sentences in the lesson which have the adverbs given in the box below. We discussed this and I told you to find out these words from the chapter. Now you have to use these adverbs to fill in the blanks in the sentences below. Okay. Chahat beta, please unmute yourself. Unmute yourself and complete the exercise. Yes, all of you, please quickly, we are going to have the reading of these sentences, understand the meaning and note down the words in the blanks. If you have not completed, do it side by side. Yes, beta, start with the first sentence.
First sentence, the report must be read dash so that performance can be improved. Carefully.
Yes, the report must be read carefully. When we add ly at the end of an adjective, it becomes an adverb. So all these words are taken from your chapter only, which you have already read. And now you are to fill these words in the blanks to complete their meanings. Yes, second sentence.
Second sentence, at the interview, Sameer answered our questions dash shrugging his shoulders. Loftily.
Yes, loftily. Loftily means with the feeling of proud. As we have read in the chapter, Tommy was telling everything to Margie with the feeling of proud, loftily. Yes, third sentence.
Third sentence, we all behave dash when we are tired or hungry. Differently.
We all behave differently when we are tired or hungry. Very good. Yes, sentence number 4.
The teacher shook her head dash when Ravi lied to her.
The teacher shook her head sorrowfully. No beta, sorrowfully when Ravi lied to her. क्योंकि झूठ बोल रहा है Ravi. The teacher was feeling sad, sorrow on that. The teacher shook her head sorrowfully when Ravi lied to her. Okay. Next, Lavanya. Lavanya, please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, next sentence, number 5.
Forgot about it. I completely forgot about it.
I completely forgot about it. Yes. Sixth sentence.
When I complimented Revati on her success, she just smiled dash and turned away nonchalantly.
When I complimented Ravati on her success, she just smiled. Yes, beta? Nonchalantly and turned away. Okay. Next sentence.
The president of the company is dash busy and will not be able to meet you. Awfully.
The president of the company is
awfully busy.
Awfully busy. That means very busy, too much busy, and will not be able to meet you. Okay. The last sentence.
I finished my work dash so that I could go out to play quickly.
I finished my work quickly so that I could go out to play. Okay. I hope you all have completed this exercise. In the box in the next part, that is the description of an adverb given, which we have already discussed all. Now coming to the exercise number 3. Exercise number 3, you are given the words in the form of adjectives, and from those adjectives you have to make the adverbs. Yes, Hiteshri, please unmute yourself.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, beta.
Yes. Make it verbs from these adjectives. First is angry.
Yes.
That would be angrily.
Angrily, and we discussed this also, that when this word ends with y, you will change the word y into ILY. Okay, y will change into I and then you will add ly. Angrily, ANGRILY. Okay, second word.
Yes. Happy. That would be happily.
Happily, again, in
And
place of
merry.
y, you will add I and ly. Okay.
Yeah. And merry. It would be merrily.
Merrily.
Sleepy.
Please speak the
Sleepily.
spellings. Please speak the spellings of the word also.
Okay. MERRILY.
Yes, merrily. Then fourth one.
Sleepy. SLEEPILY.
Very good. Sleepily. Then
Easy. EASILY.
yes, easily.
Noisy. NOISY. NOOSLY.
NOISILY. Y को काट के हमने I लगाना है. Noisily. Noisily.
Tidy. Tidily.
Tidily. Yes.
TIDILY.
Gloomily. Okay. I think it is clear. Now coming to the next part. Arpit, beta, please mute the students who are in between talking. Yes, Ishita Kapoor. Ishita Kapoor, please beta, unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, read the next part. This is based on the conditional sentences. I told you to come with the reading of the conditional patterns and the rules also. If not and unless. Let's listen, then you will complete the exercise. All of you, please listen carefully. Imagine that Margie's mother told her, you will feel awful if you don't finish your history lesson. She could also say, you will feel awful unless you finish your history lesson. You can check the sentence, what change they have made. You will feel awful if you don't finish your history lesson. Do not. Negative sense is given. In the second sentence, you will feel awful unless you finish your history lesson. Instead of if, they have used unless. And when we use unless, then we don't use do not. That means unless automatically gives you the negative meaning. Unless means if not. ये अपने आप में ही आपको if not का meaning दे रहा है. Sentences with unless or if not are negative conditional sentences. Notice that these sentences have two parts. The part that begins with if not or unless tells us the condition. This part has a verb in the present tense. Look at the verb, do not finish. Finish in the sentences above. First form is used, or if it is negative, do not with the third person plural form. If we have singular, then it will be does not. Second person is used in the sentence, you. So it will take do not. With the third person singular, if we make the negative, it will take does not. Clear? The other part of the sentence tells us about a possible result. It tells us what will happen if something else does not happen. The verb in this part of the sentence is in the future tense. You will feel, contracted form is given, then complete form is given. And you have done this detailed topic in 8th standard also, conditional sentences. This is the first rule, present plus future. Now they have given you some examples. Notice these two sentences again in the following examples. There won't be any books left unless we preserve it. You won't learn your lessons if you do not study regularly. Tomorrow Tommy will have an accident unless he drives more carefully. Now, what is the difference given here in the conditional sentences? The pattern is same, present plus future. The only thing which they want to know, which you have already discussed or already read in your 8th class grammar book in the conditional sentences, that is, if we use if and the negative meaning is given, we use do not with first form. And if we are using unless, then we remove not, because it automatically covers the meaning of negative sense. Now you have to complete these sentences, complete the following conditional sentences, use of correct form of the verb. If I do not go to Anu's party tonight, yes, who will do it? Please unmute yourself. Anyone else? 3 students.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Arpit Joshi, can you do it?
Ma'am, yes. Ma'am, if I don't go to Anu's party tonight, she will be angry.
Yes, she will be angry. That means present
Angry.
clause is given to you and you have to add future clause, any meaning that suits, and complete the sentence. Okay. Second sentence.
Yes. If you, second sentence is if you don't telephone the hotel to order food, you may go hungry.
You may go hungry or you will miss your evening meal. Any sentence which can complete the sense in the future tense. Okay, that means you should be careful about the use of the tense here. Conditional sentences में आपको ये meaning जो है clear होना चाहिए that if you are using in the conditional clause present tense, in the second clause, that means in the principal clause, you will use future tense. Third sentence.
Third sentence, unless you promise to write back, I will stay here.
I will
Will stay here.
not stay here, beta, unless you promise to write back. Yes, it can be positive also. I will not write you or I will stay here. Yes.
If she
Next one.
doesn't play any, if she doesn't play any games, she will be unhealthy.
Yes, if she does not play any games, she will be
She will
unhealthy
be
or she will
unhealthy.
be dull and lazy. Next.
Fifth sentence, unless that little bird flies away quickly, the cat will catch it.
Yes, the cat will catch
Will catch it.
it or the cat will pounce on it. Any sentence you can add which can complete the meaning and the sense, but the thing is you should be careful about the tense. In all sentences you are given present tense, so that means the second clause which you are going to add should be in the future tense. Okay, this was only for your vocabulary and the grammar enrichment. Otherwise, these type of exercises are not included in your examination point of view. Now, coming to the next page, they are giving you the format of letter writing. You have done till 8th standard, so many letters. But in 9th class, according to examination point of view, you don't have letters in your syllabus, but still you should know the format for writing the letters, address of the sender and receiver, the salutation, the body of the letter, the closing phrases and signatures. And this is the pattern or the format of your letter given to you. Your address, then date in expanded form, address is address, that means the receiver's address, then salutation, then the body, and then complimentary close with yours sincerely and signatures. Clear? This is only for your knowledge. Otherwise, for examination point of view, you don't have this. Now, coming to the speaking part, there is one topic given to you. The schools of the future will have no books and no teachers. Please note down this topic. This is your homework today. They have given this topic in the form of a debate. Okay, your group you can decide, because we cannot have the group discussions now. Individually, you can think over these points, read the topics and the sentences they have given. These are the typical phrases or the sentences which are used in the debate. So go through these lines and at least note down 4 or 5 points for or against the motion. That means आप इस टॉपिक के फेवर में हो या आप इसके अगेंस्ट में हो. डिबेट का मतलब ये होता है कि कुछ लोग जो हैं उसके फेवर में होंगे, कुछ लोग जो हैं उसके अगेंस्ट में होंगे. ठीक है. सो टुमारो वी विल डिस्कस दिस टॉपिक. कम प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर द डिबेट and you will get a chance. We will discuss 2 or 3 students in the favor and we will have discussion through 2 or 3 students against this topic. So come prepared and note down 4 or 5 points at least for or against, whatever you feel accordingly. And these are the typical phrases which you are to use while doing the debate. Okay. Now coming to the next, that is doing a project. Nowadays, use of digital devices has increased and digital services have made our cash transactions easier and smoother. Government of India has taken initiatives to digitalize cash transactions to buy things and pay bills. Following are some of the digital initiatives to make people use digital services. They have given you the pictures And you know, nowadays you are paying your fee online, you are paying your electricity bills online. Digital way में आप बहुत कुछ payment करते हो, आप card लेकर जाते हो, you go some restaurant or some hotel and you pay your bill there also through that. So you are using all these things. Take up a project in the group of 4 to collect opinions of people on the use of digital services in their daily life. Develop an opinioner to collect opinions of about 40 people in your neighborhood. Divide the work among 4 to collect the opinions, tabulate the ideas, and write a report about the use of digital devices. Once the project is completed, each group may present it to the whole class. Charts may be created or displayed on the notice board. Now you are to prepare 1 page in your notebook on this project, collecting a report of at least 5 to 7 people in your neighborhood or in your family. Clear? We cannot make the groups in this situation. So you have to do the work individually. You can take the opinion of your neighbors, your friends, your relatives on phone somewhere and write a report on that in 100 words in your notebook. Or you can draw pictures and make in the form of these digital devices to show that we are using these devices nowadays. Okay, this is your project which you must complete within this week, and we will have discussion on this on next Monday. You are getting full 1 week to compile the opinions of 5 to 7 people, and their views are not to be written, that is to be written in the form of a report in 1 paragraph of about 100 words, and we'll have discussion on that next Monday. Okay, now coming to the second chapter, let me share yes beta. Now you have on the screen a little introduction of your second chapter. Yes, you can see on the picture on the screen, there are pictures of 4 persons: Arunima Sinha, Helen Adams Keller, Sudha Chandran, and Stephen Hawking. If you know about any of these personalities, please anyone who can unmute.
Ma'am, I know about Stephen Hawking.
Yes, who is there? Please let
No,
me.
Ma'am, I know.
I'm Helen Keller.
Okay, one by one. Yes, who knows about Helen Keller? Please tell your name first.
Ma'am, Hiteshri.
Hiteshri, okay. What do you know about her?
Ma'am, she was blind and deaf from birth, but she lost these things after she was born, and slowly and gradually he lost all his senses, all his sense to see and hear. But these couldn't stop her from writing poems and stories about her, and she sometimes write in her stories that um, uh, I always see night and there's never morning for me. So
Yes.
yeah, this is what I
Very
know.
good, very good. Now, Shaurya.
Ma'am, I know about Stephen Hawking, Arunima Sinha, and Sudha Chandran. Ma'am, Arunima Sinha was.
Tell about one
Okay,
personality.
Okay, ma'am. Arunima Sinha was a mountaineer, and she climbed the Mount Everest, ma'am. She had fallen down from the running train and lost her one leg, but still she had a passion of climbing the mountain. That's why she took a training and also climbed the Mount Everest.
Very good,
2
very
ਮਿੰਟ ਹੁਣ
good,
ਰੁਕ
very
ਨਹੀਂ
good.
ਹੁੰਦਾ
Due to, even though she was suffering from the problem, she has an artificial leg, but she did not leave her passion and she continued the mountaineering. Next, okay, Balpreet. Balpreet beta, about whom do you know?
Stephen Hawking.
Okay, very good. Let me know what you know about
Fir-
that personality.
First, Stephen Hawking was very interested in science-related concepts. While the time passed, slowly, he was having a problem of paralysis, and he was disabled, and he couldn't move his body except his neck a little bit. But
Okay,
he didn't left his passion and continued his
very good, very
science
good.
work,
He became
and
a great scientist even though he was
he became
suffering
a great
a great
scientist.
problem, and he discovered many new things. That means he also did not leave his passion and he continued his work, whatever he desired. Yes, anyone? Chahat, yes, Chahat is also raising hand. Beta,
Ma'am, I know about Sudha Chandra.
very
She was a
good.
very
Please, yes, Natal.
she was very good classical dancer, but she had lost her leg in an accident.
Very good. Now, I think you all know about these great personalities. Please, once again, see first picture that we had, Arunima Sinha. You can read on the screen also, the girl who conquered Mount Everest with a prosthetic leg. That means she was having artificial leg. Due to fracture, she lost her leg and with the artificial leg, but she did not leave her passion of dancing. Then we had the second personality, Helen Adams Keller. She was the first deaf blind person to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree. She did not leave her passion of reading and getting more and more knowledge, learning. She started writing the novels and many literature articles. So she also became a very good writer. Then the third picture, Sudha Chandran, as you have listened now, the woman who dances on the Jaipur fort, she lost her one leg in an accident, but she was very passionate for dance. And about Stephen Hawking, very good information is given by one of our students, and he was a scientist known for his work with black holes and relativity. So these are the examples of courage, determination, and never giving up attitude. So please note down, this is the theme of your chapter that we are going to start, the sound of music, part 1. And you know that in this chapter, what we are going to told about Evelyn Glennie. Note down the name or the character that is mentioned in this chapter, similar type of character as we have discussed about these 4 personalities. Evelyn Glennie, she listens to sound without hearing it. Means she lost her power of listening. उसको सुनाई नहीं देता था. She was very in young age when she lost her power of listening. सुनने की शक्ति जो थी बंद खत्म हो गई थी उसकी, वो सुन नहीं सकती थी अच्छे से. लेकिन she was able to listen the sounds without hearing, बिना सुनाई दिए ही उसको sounds जो थी सुनाई देती थी. So what is told here through this story to us, the idea or the theme, that with strong willpower, grit and hard work, that means courage and hard work, we can do something truly impossible. जिस चीज को हम सोचते हैं कि we are not able to do, it is impossible to do. हमें लगता है कि this work is not possible for us, कि हम इस काम को कर ही नहीं सकते. But it is possible if we have strong willpower, courage, hard work, determination to do that work. Okay, so this is the idea or the theme of our story that we are going to read today. Now, if you look at story, in the very beginning, you can look at your book. I'm sharing the screen of the chapter also with you. You can see on the screen if you don't have the book. Beta, are you able to see the screen? Chapter 2?
Ma'am, yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Please look at the book, or if you don't have the book, you can see the screen. We are given a little introduction about the chapter. We'll finish that only, and we'll start reading of the chapter. The next period. Okay, so please listen carefully what we are given in the very beginning of the chapter. They say God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That's why she expresses music so beautifully. See the statement given to you in the inverted commas. This is given in the direct speech as it was said by someone. So what the writer of your chapter wants to tell you, that it was told about the character Evelyn Glennie, the girl who lost her hearing senses, but she was able to listen the sounds. And what is told about her, that God may have taken her hearing, कि भगवान ने उसकी सुनने की शक्ति छीन ली थी, but he has given her back something extraordinary. लेकिन उसके बदले में उसको एक extraordinary power, एक अजीब सी extraordinary power जो थी वो दी गई थी. What we hear, she feels. जो हम सुनते हैं वो उस चीज को महसूस करती थी. She feels that far more deeply than any of us. कई बार होते हैं ना, हम किसी चीज को सुनते हैं और हम सुनकर उसका वहीं पर छोड़ देते हैं, because we have that sense of listening and hearing. But those who lose that sense, they are very much interested to listen and understand the things, so they go deep in those things. हम कई बार सुनकर उसको वहीं छोड़ देते हैं. We don't try to understand and we don't go in the deep meaning, but she feels far more deeply than any of us. हम सबसे, हम में से किसी से भी ज्यादा, मतलब हम सबसे, हम इतना उसको महसूस नहीं करते, ये समझते नहीं है चीज को, लेकिन वो उस चीज को बहुत डीपली फील करती थी, महसूस करती थी उस चीज को. दैट इज वाई शी एक्सप्रेसेस म्यूजिक सो ब्यूटीफुली. इसीलिए वो म्यूजिक को बहुत अच्छे तरीके से एक्सप्रेस करती है. शी एक्सप्लेन्स अबाउट म्यूजिक, द डेफिनेशन ऑफ म्यूजिक इन अ वेरी गुड वे. Now read the following account of a person who fought against a physical disability and made her life a success story. Now we are going to read about this great personality, Evelyn Glennie, who fought against her physical disability, that was sense of hearing, and how she continued her passion for music, learning for music, and made her life a success story. She became a very successful percussionist. She did not lose hope. She did not lament and cry on this loss. कि जैसे हम लोगों में generally human beings में होता है, if we lose something, we are lacking something, we keep on crying, keep on shouting, lamenting, blaming God for all that. But she did not do like that. She was so courageous, so brave girl, that she did not complain to anyone or to God for this. But she did not leave her passion for music, and she continued learning, and at the end she became a great percussionist, and she started feeling the things, feeling the sound of the music. Now let's start with the first paragraph. We are having only 3 minutes. First paragraph I can read so that you can have the beginning. Rush hour crowds jostle for position on the underground train platform. A slight girl, looking younger than her 17 years, was nervous yet excited as she felt the vibrations of the approaching train. Now we are given the story from the very beginning when she was 17 years old. Then they will take us in the background, how this disability happened with her. She was standing at the station from where the story starts. rush hour crowds jostle for position on the underground train platform. Train platform पर underground platform पर खड़ी है जहाँ पर कि rush है, लोग एक दूसरे को jostle means push कर रहे हैं एक दूसरे को rush के बीच में. A slight girl, slight means small and thin girl, looking younger than her 17 years. She was 17 years old, but she was looking younger than that, was nervous. She was feeling very nervous standing on that train platform, yet excited as she felt the vibration of the approaching train. But she was feeling very excited because she could feel the vibrations of the approaching train. जब आप स्टेशन पर प्लेटफॉर्म पे खड़े होते हो तो आपको ट्रेन आती है तो वाइब्रेशन से फील होती है कि जैसे वो प्लेटफॉर्म हिल रहा होता है, मूवमेंट होती है. एंड शी फेल्ट दैट वाइब्रेशन because she was not able to listen. She was not able to hear the sound of the coming train, approaching train, but she was able to feel the vibration of the approaching train. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London. She was going to the Royal Academy of Music in London, and that was the first day and daunting enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish farm. And she was frightening. She was feeling fear, daunting enough. She had a fear that a teenager feel when one goes to a fresh area. Someone who goes, suppose you are going from school to college, and on the very first day when you will enter the college, you have a feeling of fear in your mind also. In the same way, as she was going to enter in the Royal Academy of Music in London, she was having that feeling of fear. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most, and she was also going to have a great challenge in front of her. Aspiring musician, a person who wants to be a musician, that means who aspires, who desires to become a great musician. She was an aspiring musician and she faced a bigger challenge than most. That means बाकी लोगों से ज्यादा उसको एक चैलेंज फील हो रहा था बिकॉज शी वॉज प्रोफाउंडली डेफ. वो पूरी तरह से डेफ थी. दैट्स वाई शी वॉज फीलिंग फियर इन हर माइंड एंड having the passion and the enthusiasm and excitement to reach to a new place and learn the new things. So we have got the introduction of her entering into a new field at the age of 17. We'll continue with the reading in the next period. Fifth period, you all are to join again for the English class. I'll send you the link again. Okay, thank you.